There's several different ways to list cards on TCG Player, and today I'm going to be showing you how to list cards. It doesn't matter if you're at level 1 or all the way up to level 4. We're going to walk through each step. I'm going to show you what I believe is the best way to list the fastest way possible on TCG Player. From the previous video, I had bought a collection. I have since gone through the collection. All the cards are alphabetized and they're separated by set. Like we have all PARs here, PALs, what is that? SPA, PAL, PRE, prismatic. So they're all separated by sets and are alphabetized. So going from here, we're going to jump over to computer. We're going to change angles. And I'm going to show you starting out as a level 1 on how you should be listing your cards. The first set of cards that we're going through are PAR. So I have, like I said earlier, these are already organized and alphabetized. So it makes it a lot easier if your card's already alphabetized and you already have them done. Like I know all these cards are near mint. So I'm going to show you now on the screen. You go to your TCG Player account. If you're level 1, you're going to have to go to inventory. And there's different ways that you can do it. How I usually do it is, like we'll start out with this card right here. Okay. So I will type in a name. Oh, my, if I can actually tab. Search it. And because this one doesn't have a lot, but if you have like an older Pokemon that has a lot of cards, you can do a control find or control F. And what I usually do is off the bottom right hand corner, I type in the number of the card. So this is number 135 out of 182. You can see it highlighted right here. Click on it. I'll pull up this menu. And right here you have your different conditions. You know, your near mint, light played, moderate played, heavy played, damaged. Like I said earlier, these are all near mint. So what you can do is that you can come over here, you can type in. You can hit match if you're trying to get quick sells, which if you're level 1, I recommend trying to get quick sells. You can match the TCG market price. You can add in your quantity and hit save. This one card is now listed. Now you have to do this. You're gonna have to search every single card that you're gonna want to list. So this step is what you have to do levels 1 through 3 because it's the only option you have to be able to list. It takes a little bit of time. That's why you want to try to rank up to level 4 as fast as you can. Now I'm going to show you what I do as a level 4 seller. As a level 4 seller, this is the steps that you could take. You can go to pricing. You can go to export filtered CSV. So from here, you change your category, change whatever type of item it is. This is Pokemon. Now, if you have where you're doing several cards of one set, it's quicker if you already know what the set is. If you just change your set name, like this is PAR, so this is Paradox Rift. So I know this is a SV04 Paradox Rift. Conditions. So you can keep all conditions, but it's going to make your spreadsheet super long. The part before this is when you went ahead and conditioned your cards before you got to this point. We know this stack's all near mint. So I'm going to change it to near mint. I'll do all rarities, all that. It doesn't matter. I'm going to export a filtered CSV. It's going to pop up. I'm going to open it up. And it's going to look like this. So don't get confused by what you see. What matters is what you can see on row 1. I'm going to go ahead and expand all these so you can see everything. Okay. So I'll tell you right now, columns A and B, they don't matter. You don't need to see them. They don't matter to what you're doing. The condition matters because if you're doing reverse hollows, usually it shows us like this and you can just see near mint. Everything says near mint. But if you have it out, you can see what says reverse hollow or hollow. It gives you rarities, the number of the card, which will be important here in a second. So column I is the TCG market price. J is a TCG direct low, which unless you're in a direct program, you don't care about J. K is once again TCG low with shipping. So you have to figure out how you want to sell your cards. how you want to list them. So I usually use the TCG market price plus 20%, which I'll show you how several ways that I do that. Then you have TCG low price, which I never go off of the low. And total quantity, this is what you currently have in your inventory that's already listed. Add quantity, this is the column that you're going to care about, one of the columns, because this is where you come in and you add the quantity of each card that you have. Then you have TCG market price. So here it's going to matter. So column O matters as well. I'm trying to pick some not bright. And then photo URL, you don't care about. You're not. So usually when I'm doing a whole bunch of listings at once, all I have is the set name, the product name, title. I don't even care about the title because there's nothing in there. Number, rare, and I just usually leave everything else. I just have it so I can see everything easily on the screen. So to make stuff faster, I know that all this is going to be alphabetized already, so you can just go down. But one thing that's helpful to know, if you didn't have this filtered by, like right now I have it by Paradox Rift, you could just type in that number. Once again, I told you about like 135 out of 182. Might help if I actually selected. So there it is. So as you called for my showed on step one, it already shows I have this one in stock. I'm gonna put it aside. Next, I have Altaria EX number 140. Here it is. I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna add one. Now I was telling you about column O earlier. This is where you can add it in. There's several different ways that you can go about doing this. I have opted into the TCG Pro. So I have the mass pricing tool, which I find very helpful, but you don't have to use it. You could set your price in right now, right here, while you're listing a card. So what I usually do is that I'll list it for the market price. On here, I'll match whatever is in column I. And that way I can quickly just list it, and then I can run my mass pricing tool afterwards. So that way, you know, you're at least at market price and you're set. So we're just going to run through a few of these real quick. Like here's number 76. I'll add it. 0.58. Oh, I'm just going to add a few of these. Okay, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Nice. Deoxys. You can also move this out of the way. I do have a floor pricing on all my cards inside the mass pricing tool, to where right now all my cards, no matter what, have a minimum price of 25 cents. So like this Hollow Rare Deoxys, it's going to go for 25 cents on my account, even though market price is 17 cents. You will see that people will buy cards at higher market price. That's why I recommend once you get to level 4, you don't need to be bottom. You don't need to be at the bottom of the listings. You don't need to be the lowest listing. List the cards for what you want to list them for and sell them. Don't rat race down. Like mine is, all my cards are 20% above market with a floor price of 25 cents. I'm still working on that on higher end cards, like cards, I want to say like 10 through 20 and then 20 and up, or 20 through 50 and 50 and up. I'm still working out how I like to list that completely, but that's where I'm sitting at currently. All right, so we got a few cards here. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just for demonstrations, I'm gonna hit save. You can exit out of this now. And what you do is you come back to your TCG player, exit out of that, and you're gonna click import to staged. You're gonna choose a file. So it's wherever you save this file at that you were just working on that spreadsheet. I know mine, I just keep it in a download. So we'll open that, hit continue. Now it's going to find a bunch of errors. So there's 334 errors. And the reason why I have errors on this currently is because As you saw from the spreadsheet, there was a lot of cards that didn't have no cost. Actually, I feel like it'd be better just to show that real quick. So the reason why I'm getting errors is because there's 334 cards right now with nothing in the O. So it doesn't have a price in it, which I'm okay with. I don't want it to adjust the price until I have the card in stock. I'm just gonna say ignore the errors because I know what it is. I've listed 5 cards. I know I put in my quantity, and I know I put in a price for each card. So I'm gonna hit continue. And from here, you can put it in stage inventory, but I usually go ahead and I double check all my stuff, all my work beforehand. And I know once I get to the stage, it's good to go. So I just move it to live. And I confirm to move to live. And it's going to say that 104 cards are updated, no errors, perfect. You see it probably trying to refresh. Okay, so these cards have moved to live. So I want to show you something now. Like I currently have 9,006 cards listed. This is what I started at. Actually, I started at 9,005, but that's before I put this one in earlier. So whenever you enter in cards through the inventory, it will usually like instantly change your inventory total right here as soon as you add it in. Now, when you import a CSV file, it's not instant. This number takes a little bit of time to change. And if you want to double check that on yourself, what you can do is that you can click on My Inventory and just type in one of the card names that you just entered in. So I type that in, and it is showing here that I have a quantity of 1 in stock for 52 cents. Okay, I know that card's good. You can do that with a few other cards if you wanted to, but that's just a way to quick check to make sure that your CSV file is getting uploaded in. So you have to make sure you set these cards aside, put them away, so you don't double list, because that becomes an issue. Luckily, I've never done that, and I don't plan on ever doing that.